bill. And I think from where we sit, we know that health is a critical area in this country. And while it was devolved with very good intentions, a lot of what has happened is that we've had a lot of problems in our hospitals. The amendment seeks to introduce another desk of bureaucracy, and that might not go well, because you know in our constitution the right to life is guaranteed in the Bill of Rights. And as a human being, when you have a problem and you think that it can be handled in another jurisdiction, I think that should be an area that should be left to the individual person to decide. While we might agree that controlling or having reference systems of the referral system in the country is ideal, we also know how underfunded and how poor we are in stocking medicine, in having the right expertise in our hospitals and dispensaries. I come from an area where we have a lot of chronic illnesses, that is being diabetes and high blood pressure. And while a lot goes into trying to control the same, we've realized that sometimes the capacity in that hospital is not enough. And therefore, the people who are suffering should be at liberty to decide whether they need to be in that dispensary or they need to go elsewhere where they can get better attention. We do know, while our training of our nurses is top-notch, because every time they go abroad, we know the countries are picking them up. We have a lot of brain drain. We have not been very good in managing the capacity that we have of our human resource. And so I would think that referrals should follow facilities, such that if we are able to equip our health facilities with good enough facilities, which include the doctors, nurses, and equipment, then we can start creating laws that decide that if you are not able to be treated in a certain facility, then you can be referred to another facility. But while we are still struggling with all manner of issues in our hospitals, creating a bureaucracy to stop people from seeking further attention elsewhere is just making a problem that is there worse. So my point is, I think we should leave, especially the outside the country, people should be left to decide where they want to be treated. If they are capable, and if they think that they are not able to get the facilities, the attention they need in this country, they should be able to decide and go without having to refer to anyone, without having to create a desk where we know that we might be introducing further place for people to rent sick. Finally, Honorable Speaker, I've heard that the member has not been consulted, and I know I've sat in committees here. Anytime we are looking at an issue that that's been raised by a member, we normally invite them and they present and they try and explain and justify where they are coming from. So I think it's a bit unfair that Honorable Didmas Baraza was not invited by the Health Committee to give his views or to explain, and it's an issue that I think needs to be looked at by the Honorable Speaker.